peer pressure. You know, in a lot of instances, people are, you talk about gangs and basically where people sort of are encouraged or coerced to do things that they wouldn't normally do or wouldn't do under normal circumstances. How do you deal with, how do you keep yourself sort of on the straight and narrow, avoiding those situations? Or how did you before? Because I know, as you indicated, Fenway is a very unique environment where there's a lot of respect. And I know the principal there, and I've sort of had a chance to talk with her. She's a wonderful young lady and had some very high expectations for the students at the school. And I really admire Mrs. Kemp's work there. So I know you may not have those challenges as frequent, but how do you deal with that?
Peer pressure. Mm-hmm. Peer pressure is all around. Mm-hmm. At Fenway, like you mentioned before, it's really good peer pressure, positive peer pressure. So okay. For me, peer pressure, I follow my own thoughts and my own beliefs. If I don't believe in doing that, I won't do it. And I'm really never, in our class, me and Sade's class, we're like the positive peer pressures in the class. We try to motivate everybody to do the right thing. And if you're not doing the right thing, then you can do what you want to do. But we're going to do what we want to do.
Okay. And I should have clarified, you are right, there is positive peer pressure and negative peer pressure. And what I'm trying to explore is the both sides. You want to be sure that there's a positive influence, positive peer pressure. But I also want to know how to deal with the negative peer pressure, the ones that, let's go to this party, let's drink and get drunk, let's get high, whatever is in the moment that somebody would be doing, and you have to sort of set your own gyroscope and say, okay, I'm not participating, that's not me. And oftentimes people are criticizing you or demeaning you or trying to demean you, because I know sometimes, people say things, and although it's intended to demean, your character and strength of will can be such that it really does not adversely impact you, so to speak. So how do you deal with that situation? The peer pressure, where there's negative peer pressure, people want you to do things or get involved, sneaking out of school early to do a movie, having a glass of beer when you're underage, having, even being intimate. How do you deal with avoiding those challenges or putting yourself in those situations?
My answer is simple. I just simply say no. If you hesitate and say, well, maybe next time or not right now, then they might keep pushing you to do so. But if you say no, and hopefully that person will respect your answer. So you don't want to be hesitant about answering them. You just say flat out no.
Okay, that's a good way to go. Flat out no.
I really never had to deal with peer pressure. I was always the person that everybody looked up to, truthfully. Uh-huh. My last name's Knight, so I lead by example. Mm-hmm. I was always taught, and I grew up like that. You don't follow nobody's footsteps. You make your own. You make people follow your footsteps. But I don't peer pressure nobody to do anything they don't want to do. If you do it, that's you, that's your life, and I can't tell you how to live it. As long as I can look in the mirror at the end of the day, say, you did good, I'm fine.
Okay, how about you, Danielle?
Danielle,
Chandler.
I gotta agree with Sade. Flat out no. It takes a long toll with somebody. I really never was really peer pressured into something, because I follow by example too. So usually people that do that wouldn't really come up to me like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, because I'll just be like, you go ahead and do what you want to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Okay. Now,